I'm not gonna be able to see, like, chat for a moment, but this is just, again, my testing room. There isn't a whole lot in here at the moment. Hold on. I actually need to open up something really quick. Didn't I already export these before? Oh, I guess not. Right now I'm just doing something really quick. Hold on. Images. System. Actually, it's not system, it's going into... It's not going into system, it's going into character sprites, because that's what these little lights are. As soon as I can remember the fucking folder, there it is. Place file. So you're not gonna see this for a second, so hold on. Same as characters. Direction fix. We're gonna make it custom, but we'll deal with that in a moment. Because I gotta go to the murder bedroom to collect all this. Say faster, highest. Paste that in there. And now I can go down to light. Oof, this kind of sucks that it's like this. Heck. But this is just gonna be like testing what all these lights look like. Because I made a few different ones, as you can see. Shit. And this one will be different because it's just stepping animation. And we'll just make it fixed so that it just doesn't change. Yeah, ignore the bright white-ass light. It's actually making it much brighter than it should be. Because, like, here it is with no lighting. And, like, here it is, like, closer to normal. I tried to change the lighting, but it did not go well. Okay, for one, you're not supposed to move. And I guess having a direction fix on these was a bad idea. Hold on, you'll see what I was looking at in a moment. I know, riveting. So let's see, we'll bring display capture up now. Okay. I'm also probably gonna have to change the default lighting to daylight again. But yeah, as you can see, I made a couple of different light effects just to kind of test to see what would look best for essentially for like the novice setup, like what would be the most obvious and look the best. And quite honestly, I'm leaning towards this one. I really like it. I think it's pretty. She says as if she had been testing these the entire time and didn't just like suddenly do it. I've also made some extra rooms to add onto this just to test pathfinding, which I don't have any pathfinding at the moment. As I mentioned before, oh, that's a little too dark. That's also too dark. There we go, that's a little better. Oh. I still have that light set up from before. I was doing a bug report for the lighting system after finding a bug last time. But, I'm hoping to find either a good pathfinding script or try to modify the ones I have found to work better. The current problem is that Theo Allen's is the one that works the best. As in, when I do a script call, it actually fucking works. Except for one itty bitty teeny tiny little problem of it doesn't seem to work in autonomous movement. Why it doesn't work in autonomous movement, I don't know. And just to show you something else I've been trying to do, and am currently failing at, is all I want is to make the game over screen give the option to load. That's it. That's all I'm trying to do. And it's not going so swift. Test light, put it back at flashlight. Increase. Delete that light. Go to plugins. But yeah, like, I tried to use their move toward player script. I keep using plugins and script interchangeably when they're technically two separate things. Like, they're functionally the same thing, but they're two separate things. But, their move toward player didn't work. And the main problem is that when I have something in autonomous movement, the event will move maybe 1 or 2 tiles at most, and then they stop. I tried to use Shaz's plugin, and then same issue. They wouldn't even go into the direction of where I was telling them to go. So, and I mean, like, on one hand, that's Shaz's plugin was only meant for MV. It still somewhat works for MZ, but I'm not getting it to work consistently. I also tried to futz around with KOTC's pathfinding plugin again, just to try to see if I could get it to work, because I did have some modeling degree, shit. I had some middling success with that in another project I was working on it, or working with it in, but I had encountered the same issue of it just sometimes doesn't work. It seems a lot of the at least like the pathfinding plugins I've used thus far, they all seem to have the same issue of they just cannot work in autonomous movement, and I do not know why. Because it personally just does not make sense to me as to why it doesn't work. The sprite shaker still isn't working, but I haven't really been looking heavily into that. And this is like the game overload screen that I'm trying to do. Which is like this thing right here. And of course, like, there's this old version of it here that I've blocked the comment for, just so that it wouldn't work, and it would just go with what's up here. And I don't think this is usable, but I keep it here just in case. So like, the idea is it just calls in a scene. It's like the new, like, oh, just to overwrite the original game over. And then this would like create the whole scene, create the backs. Why did I get rid of this one? Or tell this to stop? It's a double actually, because like it's right down here. I need to delete that. Oh, that's the wrong button. Oh, wrong button. So yeah, it's just kind of going through what's actually in, well, maybe not like this one, but going through the different RPG Maker files, and also kind of looking at other script. What the fuck? Oh, that's like, I'm trying to study other pathfinding scripts. Like, Jet's pathfinding is the best pathfinding script I had ever used when I was using VXAce. Like, that shit worked. It worked beautifully. And it's part of why I liked, or why I like Theo Allen's plugin for pathfinding, because it works near identically to Jet's, for, save for the plugin just not working in autonomous movement. And part of me wants to, like, I'm trying to think, but it's kind of hard because my parents are just blasting music that I can hear. I'm trying to remember getting my train of thought. I would like to try to ask for help on the forums, but I'm kind of scared to still. I want to know why my plugin just isn't working. And don't get me wrong, I have tried to find plugins for RPG Maker to do what I want, but either they just haven't been made, or they're tied down to another set of plugins through like a core system, which, if people want to use core systems, that's fine. Like, I understand the utility of them. But at the same time, I kind of don't trust them because, like, they don't always play nice together from what I have seen. And, like, the devs can try to, you know, mitigate what incompatibilities there are, but you're never gonna get all of them. It is just, I'm not here for it. I may have to start using, like, a different search engine, though, just to see, like, what I can pull up, because, like, Google sucks. Google doesn't work for shit now. You might get lucky occasionally and find what you need, but it doesn't tell you what you need anymore. It hasn't for a long time. At least not for me personally. And that's largely due to just like how they changed their algorithm. But yeah, as you can see here, it's like this thing here, there's like some extra comments. This I did not make. I have tried, and this one I did add, but this one I didn't. This is from like ChatGPT because I have been trying to like use it as sort of like a proofreader of sorts. Like, hey, this isn't working. What's wrong with it? And unfortunately, because it says call isn't defined, I don't know what to do. Like, legitimately, I don't know what to do. I didn't realize, I thought, like, call was supposed to be, like, a built-in function within JavaScript. It's like, oh, hey, there's this thing, we need to call this. So it's saying, hey, call scene-based prototype, create background. Which was calling from scene-based, create a new thing here, create background. And then, of course, it's an entirely new thing here as well. And then create backsprite and create back sprites right here. Like, as far as I can tell, I'm legitimately putting in everything that should be required to make this work, and it doesn't. And of course, here's Shaz's pathfinding. I need to actually, like, move it over here. And this way I can have them, like, side by side. Because as I mentioned earlier, I'm trying to study the pathfinding just so I can figure out how in the fuck to maybe, like, do it myself. Or at least try to figure out a way to patch this so that it'll work. I mean, granted, again, the easier solution would probably be to just, like, ask in the RPG Maker forums. But I have been burned a couple of times on there, and I don't really fancy talking to people there anymore. And I mean, like, it's not like, oh, they insulted me so horribly, oh, I can never go back there again. Oh, no. But just like, when you're discouraged enough times and talked down to enough, even if they think they're doing it from a good place, it makes you less inclined to go back. Anyway, though, something else I have been up to is I have started work on the outside tiles, which you can see here. And actually, can do this a little bit here. Of course, I got some that are like this. I had like a different setup for these initially, but I found that it was kind of getting in the way. Screw it, we'll just make it all the way around. Yeah. So it still needs a lot of work. I just made the grass and like the patio tiles. There is like an entrance here and an entrance here. I may make the map a little wider, so actually, you know what? Edit. We'll make it a hair wider. Hair taller just to keep them even on both sides. Ah, shit. Hold on. That did not work right. I didn't hold shift to make the gate do correctly. There. And now it's a little better. But like, what you see here, like the grass and stuff is finalized, but like say these walls here are very clearly not done. The roof is very clearly not done. Hey Leaf, welcome in. Yes, praise be to the game make. Good to see you in. It's been a hot second. But this is just like the rough draft of the place. And of course we gotta put Richard in the corner here where he was. But we got plenty of room to like bury the board. It might be a little too big, but I'm not worried about it, honestly. Because if it is too big, I can just fix it later. Move that over a little bit. Yo, this been a steamy hot second. Hey, Nerd Mansion, welcome in, and yeah. I'm just showing off what I've done, because like I've been trying to do like a little devlog either every week or every other week on stream to like show what I'm doing. And I am still slowly going insane. I won't linger on it since I've already talked about it, but like here's my attempt to try to make the game over screen have a menu load up. So like you'd have the option to go to either load a game or load the title screen. But it's just not been working. I've been getting, let's see, praise be to the insanity. No praise be to the insanity. I want shit to work. I would just like to understand why it's not working at all. And at the current time, the Seagull is too chicken shit to actually go to the forums to ask. Down with the insanity. Power to the working. Yes, exactly, Leaf. You get it. I should, but later maybe. I'm also, like, probably gonna have to ask about why Theo Allen's plugin doesn't work. Because, like, I understand that pathfinding is hard. They are intimidating, Leaf. Like I mentioned a moment ago, like, it's not that I was treated so horribly, like someone just like totally insulted me, made me feel like the worthless piece of shit, like, ugh. No, nothing like that. But it's when you get like soft discouraged enough times by people in the forum, you just kind of don't want to go back. And it's knowing that I'm not the only type of person, I'm not the only person making this type of game. And something that's kind of exacerbating the problem is that everyone has moved to Discord, basically. If you want to ask for help, you go to a Discord. Well, the problem with Discord is that it's not searchable. It's searchable, but it's not searchable by the wider internet. So if you actually have a solution to your problem and you go to find it, you're not really going to find it on the internet. You would have to sort through a litany of Discords to find the solution. So yeah, you know, not fun. I should probably change the painting that's in here, because that's like in the classroom. Let me go 1-to-1. Well, you know what? No. Let's just change the one that's in the classroom. That's simpler. But why don't you use the Discord? For the same reason that I don't want to use the forum. Because a lot of the same people who are on the forum are in the Discords. And there's only like a spare few that I would feel comfortable asking for help in. Plus, there's actually like a couple of people where even if I were to ask a question for help, I would be scared of them responding. Because one of them in particular, I just straight up despise, because they have been more often than not been a smartass with their answers and discreetly talked down to users. And sometimes not even discreetly. Sometimes they're just blatant with it. Let's see, side news. There's some big YouTuber doing a video essay on my game. Their Fear and Hunger video got like 2 million views, so if my game gets 10%... Dude, nice! Dude, Leaf, I hope that happens. I hope that goes well for you. Ooh, 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 ooh. Is it Super Eye Patch Wolf? Because, like, that's the only person I can think of recently that, like, within the last couple of years that did, like, a big Fear and Hunger video and got a shit ton of views. Because, like, if they're covering your game... Oh, ooh, Wormgirl. Okay, hold on. Let me just, I gotta change something here really quick. I am gonna go follow them. Because I am intrigued. Ooh. Ooh, and they covered Termina? Nice. Indie horror and roleplaying to talk about some good food here. Good food. Good food. A bonking that subscribe button. Yeah. But let me minimize the screen again. Good anonymous, yes. Gordon Ramsay, good food. Any hoozles. We'll go back to display. And I'll bring this up. So like here's like the sprites for the flares. Minimize that. When I work on my tile sheets, I try to keep like the originals up so I can see what I'm working with and what the fuck I'm doing. However, with the current A5 sheet, it's a little wonky, as you can see. Let's see, so long story short, I've been doing the game, expanding the ending. Yes, I have expanded the ending. It's not, like, fully implemented yet. Like, there's a lot of the game I haven't really implemented yet, because part of it involves testing the chase sequences, and I kinda can't have chases in my game if my pursuing character can't chase the player character. Which ultimately is probably what's gonna push me over the edge and actually make me break down and go to the forums and ask finally, because I'm not really gonna have much of a choice. But yeah, like, as you can see, like, these edges are here like this because I have... Where are they? No, A4, no. A2. So, like, here's these. Let me turn this off. As you can see, like, the edges are very crisp. It all blends together, very homogeneous. here is the original version I did of all like my ground tiles. And I had to make them into this because I kind of forgot that when you're... Can I ask in your stead? Because you know what? That would be good. I would greatly appreciate that. But, I had to make it like this because I forgot that, like, when you're in the outside, you don't have walls. You can have walls, but if you want these to play nicely together, the edges must blend together. And they were not doing that. They were not doing that in the slightest. So I had to fix that. And now they look... I kind of hate it because they look so plain in comparison to these. These look so good. I was so happy with them. But that's why my A5 sheet has the sides, the corners, and the top piece. Because I'll post it now. So what's the question? Where do I post it? I guess the question would be how to make Theo Allen's script work in autonomous movement. Oh, hang on. That's not right. And I guess it would be in plugin help. Hang on. Let's see, make Theo Allen script. Hey, I'll, I don't know, cause like, wouldn't they just get like mildly pissy for like, hey, well, why didn't they just ask themselves? And it's not like script, but plugin because it is for MZ. Yeah, hold on. Let me just bite the bullet while I'm here. It takes a deep breath and sniffs. Y'all ain't trying to leak any illegal scripts? Nah. Well, I mean, if you... You kind of can't have a question and not get... never mind. Hold on. Let's see. JavaScript plugins, developer engines. Tutorials. Plugin releases, plugin development, plugin support. Let's see, well, it's the forums. What usually happens is people argue with each other before or after answering you. Yeah. See, no prefix, MC. As the above states, I'm trying to make custom route using a script all in autonomous movement. The event doesn't move. Doesn't move at all. If I use a script call, via a regular event command. It works. But since this is for a pursuer type event, it's preferable for to have it function in autonomous movement portion of the event. I had messaged Alan about it and took their suggestion using their plugin patch for move toward player. Let's see, just made a weird dish. I used 2 pounds of ground beef, onion powder, salt, pepper, and 2 whole onions diced, mixed with... Dude, you literally just made meatloaf. Like, if you stuck that bitch in a loaf pan, you just made meatloaf. That's not a weird dish, it's just meatloaf. Took their suggestions using their plugin patch for move toward player, but that also didn't really work for me. Event would move 1 space and then no more, even when repeat. It's repeat action, right? Technically thick soup. Okay, I'll look at them in a little bit. I cannot currently look at them because stream. We'll just use this one for a second. Yeah, repeat movements. This card changes. Cancel, cancel. When repeat movement was ticked on. And I will say, Leaf, like, one thing that I found frustrating in asking for help on the forums one of the last times I tried to, is that the people answering me literally didn't even read my post. Didn't even read it. They skimmed it and then said, oh, you're using someone else's script. Why didn't you just tell us that to begin with? You know, you really should have, like, just basically berating me. And I'm like, but I didn't. If you had read my post... Yeah, judgmental cunts, yeah. And, I actually am severely debating adding a fuck you, like a special fuck you section to my credits. Just for them. Just to be petty. Just to be spiteful. But I don't know if that's the kind of, you know, energy I want to put into my games, you know? Because, like, I can't be petty, I can't be spiteful, but I don't want to come across as that, and I don't want to be that kind of person. Move past and be a better you than yesterday, yeah. Yeah. I'm trying. Granted, I don't normally act on my petty and spiteful impulses. Not normally. Thankfully. I mainly want to use because of what I've found and been able to try, theirs works the best. Best outside of this hiccup with auto movements. Uh-huh, Quizzy, uh-huh, yeah. Give us all the petty, all the spite. Nah. I'm trying to be a not. I really do need to try to not be a super salty seaburb. I can be salty at games all I like, but I really should, like, try to not be super salty with people. Except for one person. There is one person from the forums I will never move past being salty towards. And if they were to leave the community, I would do a happy dance. But I'm not saying who. We just need we need WoW levels of salty back and quizzing. No, please no. No, not that. And yeah, no, I'm not saying who it is. Just because I'm going to end up with a lot of questions of, well, why are you salty about them in particular? And it's just like, let's see, why do we need to eliminate? Who do we need to eliminate? I wish to see the happy dance. No. One, because they have done a lot of good for the community, but they have also been very snarky and very smartass to people when they're just genuinely trying to ask for help. And that's part of my greatest dislike for them. So now we must know. You'll never get it out of me. But they've made a number of plugins. They've made some resources. Like, they are active in the community still. And I'm not gonna deny the good they do for it. But they are, on occasion, just a huge asshole. And that's why I dislike them. And they're an equal opportunity asshole. It doesn't matter if you're experienced or a complete and total noob to RPG Maker. They will be a dick to you regardless. If they think you're being stupid, they will let you know. And again, they're often discreetly disrespectful. They aren't very often overtly so. I may hate this person too. Let us share in our hate. Oh, I'm not saying who it is on stream. I may tell you in private. But let's see, I mainly want to use Theo's because one's trying, there's works best outside the hiccup with auto movements. I couldn't. Mentioning specifically, since I know some folks might suggest I try a different pathfinding plugin. But again, they just didn't work as good or work as well for my needs as Theo's. Oh wait, I just realized the- Oh, you hate Theo Allen? Oh. Oh no. Um... Are they alerting towards that, or are they that? Because that's some deep concern right there. Let me read my history. Oh no! Well, you can send that to me in like a private message, because I vented enough on my uh some self-made artwork that's highly suspect. Oh. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. And they gave me a snarky comment. Oh dear. Yeah, I feel like the RPG Maker community would be a lot better if, like, most of the people who had been there for a long time would just cut back on the snark. Hmm. And we'll go with plugin help for... But yeah, like, I know I started the salt part. Yeah, it is him. Oh dear. Yeah, I know I started the salt party, but I don't want my devil-like to be entirely that. Okay, I've got this message made up. Another one, I just wanted to be a last resort. I to mentioned again sincere ones I've tried but either couldn't get to work or get to work consistently. If you just glance at his profile, you see artwork he draws. It's safe for work, but it's definitely suspect. Now to gaming. Yes. Alright. Actually, I need to rename it. Shit. Because, like, that's one thing I noticed. Because, like, I've been... In leading up to, like, eventually posting on here again, I have been slowly combing through. And I've noticed that some of the old guard on the site really get persnickety if you like, oh, well, in MZ or MV, it's a plugin, not a script. We understand the confusion between them if you had used ACE prior, but it's a plugin now, not a script. Like, fucking yikes. And I just said I wanted to stop being salty, daggone it. Ah. I know I'm a seagull, but I need to curtail this urge. The urge to be salty. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Post. Give us all the salt, curtail nothing, entail all. Oh, but I need to curtail some of it. It is not healthy for a verb to always be salty. And let's see, well, I still have a little bit of time. Okay, that's like plugin development. Heck. Oh shit. There we go, now it's back. I do not need Twitter up right now. Let's see. My second to last post on the forums with a status update was at the animal shelter yesterday. Your game was in a cage. Shivering, crying, asking why it was abandoned. Explain yourself. Good responses. Look, okay, I needed to have them somewhere where they would be sent to a good home. At least temporarily, until I could properly take care of it. Now let's see, JavaScript plugins, Java releases, plugin development. The game went to a farm upstate. No. Actually, you know what? I think I'll wait until after. So, what I can do now, at least for like a little bit, is we'll go to display capture again. And we'll put this away. Oh no. Well, that doesn't look good, does it? Oh well. Here is like, I want to say it's like the third attempt at remaking the game. This is like the fourth. Well, no, this is the second attempt, this is the third. Because, like, there was one time I was trying to remake it using the DS Sprite tile sets. And then this was me trying to remake it again, but in a custom-made tile set when I was working on tile sets. It was like my first attempt to make tile sets to sell them. I ended up not happy with them after so long. And this is, like, attempt 3 for the game, as well as, like, second attempt. Yeah. Yeah, all this is custom. Every sprite is custom. And hold on, I'm gonna bring the stream up on my phone. Oh, wait, shit. No, I'm not. My phone is about dead. Need to eat the cord for my controller to the side because it was in the way. Don't dial on me phone, perform CPU. Custom tiles are a lot of work. Oh yeah. Like here, let me show you. So like here's like the home tile set. And oh. Actually, you know, it might actually just be better for me to go actually into here and show you. Hold on, let me just move this over so I can actually see. I haven't made like any interior like water tiles. I might, but I'm not holding myself to that just yet. It may just be added in an update. But like here's all my floor tiles. Like I'm still using like just like the singular tile though for the floor just for keeping it homogeneous, because when comparing it to like this, I just didn't think it looked that good. It made it look too busy, so I stuck with this one. And of course, I translated the carpet as best I could to the smaller scale. Yeah, like all the sprites have been made in 16 by 16 and then scaled up. And when I sell them, I can scale them up twice to double the size and then triple the size. And that way it can be used in 3 different engine types as far as like RPG Maker goes. And then they could also be used in other engines depending on what people wanted to do with them. But like here's the study. I made like the fireplace, made like a couple of fireplaces. It's like here's one, here's this large one here, little utensils. I got some plants. I'm actually very proud of the plants and how they've turned out. They look really fucking cute. And then of course I've got more plants here. Got curtains, I got windows. Got some food shit. And of course I got the sideways beds and I got the TVs pointed. You got good Pixar skills. Thank you, thank you. These pixels are actually my attempt at blending two separate styles together, which is Tsukima's Resources and Pop City Horrors. But when looking at them, I think it's pretty obvious to see which one has far more sway over the style. Because, like, Pop City Horror is, like, very, it's very smooth. There's not a whole lot of texture in it. But in Tsukima's, they've still got, like, they've got texture, they got dithering, and you can see that a lot here. They've also got, like, shading for their tops, which I have excluded. Just because I don't have the palette for that. If I bring up Paint Tool side, you can see, like, my palette over here. As well as, I've tried to arrange it right here. Just so that it's easier to see. And work with. And, yeah. Yes, and, like, here's, like, the dining room. Like, all in all, it's a much more impressive map, I feel. Like, here's this living room. Like, you can still see this living room compared to this living room over here. Or at least what you can see of it. Here we go, let me, like, zoom out a little bit. It's gonna look wonky. But, like, it's still, like, just as big, I want to say, but it's not nearly as empty. It feels like a proper living space. I will say, though, I think, like, my biggest struggle when it comes to tile sets is making the A5 sheet, because I never really quite know what to put in it. It looks realistic, thank you, yeah. Like, something else I noticed, like, when I watch people play my original game, fuck. I realized I made, like, an error in my mapping. Because, like, especially with the stairs, you're going to the right, but you're continuing towards the left. And that can make you, like, if you're still holding the right, it can make you go back downstairs. Which, if you were running away from the pursuer, is going to get your ass killed. So, I looked up different maps for, like, layouts of houses. And based this house off of some of the ones I saw. There's some, like, minor changes, like rooms where it wasn't originally in the plot. But, yeah. And, like, some rooms are still in roughly the same place they were. Like, the study is off to the right, or to the left of the entrance. I swear I know my directions. It's off to the left of the entrance right here. The bathroom is above it in the hallway. And of course the kitchen's over here. The living room is of course mixed in over here as well. But it could have, instead of like having it right here. And of course the dining room is right here rather than being part of the kitchen. And there's also a bedroom in this area here. Mainly because I wanted to add more hiding spots. Because I'm still gonna do like the original thing as well of like, oh, there's gonna be like a door here. It's gonna be like it's held shut. Woo! Because I did receive a comment that they liked that because it added... It was atmospheric. And of course, here's the car. I'm still really proud of how it turned out in this style. It looks a little wonky, like right here, but there's not a lot I can really do about it. Because, like, without that defining edge right there, it just didn't look right. Here's the upper landing, of course. Yes. Here's the parents, like, of course, like, with how the upstairs is, it's the most different. It's a little wonk, but it's okay, yeah. Like, the upstairs is the most, like, the entire house is, of course, extremely changed. But the upstairs is the most changed, I would say. Because the parents' room is next to the stairs. There's the bathroom here. There's Jill's room right here. And then, of course, this is the storage room down here. And I don't know if you've seen it yet or not. But here is, like, the storage room, which... yeah, okay, it's fine. It's not an empty space like it was in the original game. Because that's one critique I was like, you know what? Y'all have a fair fucking point. That is pretty dumb. So, I have made it the grandma's room turned storage room because that seemed like it would work thematically. And later on, Ashley can, like, poke her nose in here and it'll have, like, the, it'll have it inside. The box for the Ouija board. And of course, like, here's this separate tile sheet for all the shit I'm working with. Actually, I know I've already showed, like, the intro, but I don't know if you've seen it, so I'm gonna show it to you. Oh shit, hang on. I forgot something. I need to fix this. Yes, I will show you in a moment. But I fucked up. I was, before stream I was futzing about with the plugins again. And I gotta put the character back at the start. And look, it's got a little ghosty goo. And of course, like, here's the option for, like, which version you want to play. It's not fully implemented yet. I need to actually, like, get around to doing that. And what I may do, because, like, there's only 3 sequences in which the chase scene is, there's only 3 scripted chases in the entire game. The first one, second one after burning the board, and then the third one after, breaking in on Millie when she's trying to burn the last page. So I can just worry about that later. And then, of course, Novice will be like, for players unfamiliar with RPG Maker horror games, items of interest will be highlighted, as well as gaining a journal for hints. It's the setting you want, so we're just gonna go with this one. Here early. That would trek take you a while. Got cancelled. Already come up with something this weekend, or maybe making suggestions. I'm kind of speed running through the dialogue because my throat hurts. We're just talking about that. You're chipper, what's up? Sleep overtime. Brain swapped for the parents. After we played Stiff as a Board when we were 12, they've never let you stay at our places. Parents are out of town on their anniversary, so she's gonna have her friends come over on the down low. Ugh. Forgetting something else. And of course their personalities are still roughly the same. Jill is the spook kook, she's still all about ghosts. Millie still very timid but very sweet. And Ashley, of course, is the jockey skeptic. Fine. Questions where she got the board from. It was in grandma's shit. It was a present, so it was never given to her. Ashley eventually gives in. Place is a lot bigger. It's been a while since they were there last, because, like, they were 12 when they were last over, and they're like, I want to say there's 16 or 17 somewhere in the area of in this game. We make Jill mad by accident. I may have to alter the pathfinding a bit. And like here's where like the run can divert and screw it, make them 50 and 60. Ha! They're in a time loop. Hey, go put your things away. I know. And here you can apologize, which is where the routes will diverge. Can anyone recommend a good dino documentary? Like legit documentary or like a movie documentary where it's just like nothing? Cause like Walking with Dinosaurs is severely out of date, but it's still really good to watch. There was an Apple TV series. I want something that teaches in general. In general, I can pull up a few things that I have in my subscription feed. I can do that in a little bit. Because I can't think of names right off. Brain dead. But yeah, you can apologize for, like, being a little shit. And she'll be like, yeah, it's cool. I appreciate GF is running laps around me right now about dinos. The dinosaur hyperfixation is real. You done in there? Nya, yeesh. I'm using, the translucent, or the dim background text boxes to sort of indicate, hey, this is this person's thoughts. But I don't know if it's really communicating that very clearly right off, and, I did get a suggestion from somebody else that I could just use italics for thoughts, and that would work fine. But I'm not sure just yet. See, big time been a fan my entire life. Used to actually own Walking with Dinos as a kid. Nice. A classic. She's ready finally. I'm glad. Didn't want to deal with you alone. Cruel enough to leave you with Jill. Hey. You know, we just apologize. Let's be an absolute ass again. Why not? Jill is adamant that they do the board thing. Seriously. And of course there's some like slight animations compared to like the last time. Because before they only just sat down. But now like they're actually leaning a bit more in for the board, and Millie is looking between them. Yeah, unprompted introductions for her friends who don't want that. Now, I was using a formatting script when I made this in Ace to like help me center everything and just make it so much easier, and I'm having difficulty finding a replacement for that in MZ. Because, again, like, I keep complaining about it, and I feel like I'm eventually just gonna have to bite the bullet and actually try out a core system, but I really don't want to. And I've complained enough about that, like last stream, so I'm just not gonna do that here. Get out of the house. This one I'll probably leave as it is, because it's like, it turned out pretty good. Last minute feeling for you. I'm okay. Let's see. Side topic. I have created new music. Will be in the next game. Yeah, Ghost Time. Game next update. Praise. Dost thou care listen? Yeah, sure. I'm down to listen to it. Now, something with MZ that I brought up last time is I'm still getting this glitch, and I don't know why. Oh shit, hang on, leave. Links are kind of like, yeah, hold on. I know we're like in the middle of the intro, but this is so soothing. Is this like just general wandering around epic world music? Cause this shit's nice. Murder. I'll take that as a yes. Making that good shit. Okay, for that, that deserves a shit ton of stars. Enjoy the stars. And that's like your piano 7. I'm gonna stop there. Oh, no, that's me. Praise be to Leaf. They get stars. And where's bassist? Oh, they're already gone. Never mind. Anyway, we'll go back to display and bring the game back up. What the hell is wrong with you? The glass almost hit Millie. It was a joke. No. I didn't mean for that to happen. I may add, like, a comma after Millie. I don't know. And of course, like, I haven't swapped out to, like, the newer sprite yet, but this is basically the plan for, like, all the Novice stuff, except for in, like, except the only... Fuck. I'm trying to think. The only object that will still have the sparkle and light going for it in expert mode is gonna be the bag. Just because it is important. Mainly because it's still going to have everything. It's going to have, like, the pamphlet. It's got the flashlight. Which, this is Shora's lighting plugin. I don't know if you know it, Leaf, but it's fucking fantastic. And of course, here's this. It's a bloody bed. We got problems. Wake up, Jill, please. Like, there's gonna be CGs here, I just don't have them drawn yet. I'm debating whether to do them hand-drawn, or if I'm going to, like, do them in pixel art. I have yet to decide. Now, of course, if you apologized... And of course, if you've picked her up, you're not gonna be able to, like, take her anywhere. Except for into here. I need to add more wait times between, like, the sound effects there, but now she's a little cleaned up and bandaged. And that's where she effectively stays for the rest of the game. She goes nowhere else. And of course you can come back later and, basically go, oh, hey, you've got the item, Jill? Like, if she's, like, the last, because, like, she's still the last person to have had the board, so of course you would go to her to see, like, where the fuck is it? And you get the backyard key. And of course now we get to explore the house. This door is locked, but more like I don't actually have it active yet. And of course, there's like this bug you can see here with the lighting. If you enter a map from, if you're facing left with the map, it does that. Of course, Shora knows about it now, and they're gonna fix it as soon as they're able to. Which, that's one thing that's really nice about Shora, is that they're still actively developing the plugin. Which, that's another kind of caveat I've run into with RPG Maker MZ, is that there have been some good plugins, but the devs are no longer maintaining them. But that's only for like a few of the plugins I found. Also, look, you can walk under this plant. It brings me joy. It's a little shit. I don't know if I would have the player character hide under the table just because, like, nothing really to hide. I mean, like, it's there, but little things add up, yeah. I would probably make it, like, a high chance to get caught because there's nothing really covering you but the top of the table. And yeah, I'm also like really fucking proud of this chicken. No shit, I'm on that. And then of course, you come in here. I may still have like the ghost show up and like lead you, but I don't know yet. And of course, you'd find the car keys here on the trunk. Running water sound effect.tm. I may have to have her go like a little closer because the light doesn't really show anything. You can kind of see the blood on her, but not very well. I may make this a CG in of itself. I'm not sure. I don't know. Is it visible enough? Do you think? I feel like she should probably be a little closer to the light just to be actually visible. Better just use like a little CG. And I'll decide later. And of course, music starts. Millie High. Hey! Well, at least that works. Hey! Well, good to know that works. I can just paste that shit around. I guess the chase sequence must be up. Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad that works. But that's as far as I have gotten. I'll save at a separate spot. Something I may do. Well, there will be 3 scripted chase sequences. Much like the original game, I am planning for there to be... I am planning for there to be... Fuck. I am planning for there to be random chase sequences where like, well, not like the random, but after so long, she will start to chase you. I have debated like making it somewhat random to like pick between 3 different variables for like time. I have an idea of how to implement it, but I have not tested it, and it's one of those things where I can't really test it until I get the pathing down. Yeah. But like, as you can see here, I still have like this version up here. Cause like, I got very far. Like, I got the broken light here. Like, I was working on the exorcism part of the game, quite literally. I was almost done when I was like, I hate this art style. So they could throw in a random hazard, like another ghost or something, just stay. Yeah. Like, and I did have like that something like 2 or 3% of the time. Like, I did have something akin to that. Like, there's the bad end from the car. There was the death scene from the bathroom in the original that a lot of people ended up not being able to see because I fucked that shit up so bad. Where like, and I'm just gonna use the bathroom in this game as an example, but like, you would see like the ghost in the mirror and then it would just fucking kill you. But because I managed to fuck up that event, and like, I don't even have the program files anymore for it. I don't know where they are. I didn't save them on the internet anywhere. And the hard drive that used to have the files is long since gone. I don't know where it is. Yeah. So like, I can't open it up to figure it out. I don't know how to do. I know some people decrypt RPG Maker programs to like cheat and shit in them. I do not know how to do that. And it would be so helpful if I could do that, because then I could just look at the old game. It would make so much shit so much easier. I just leave my game unprotected these days. Yeah, unfortunately for me, there are some games I am planning to sell as soon as I am able to. But like, it's just gonna depend, because like there are some helps in new devs, yeah. I also plan to like start making tutorials again as soon as I figure shit out. Because I am not a smart burb, so it's always a triumph when I figure shit out. Oh, it's a commercial game already, but it's unprotected anyways. Gotta give something to work with. Oh, fuck. Hey, Chicky, welcome in. Oh, thank you. I try to be smart. I try to be, emphasis on try. Not the smartest bird, but smart nonetheless, thank you. I appreciate that.